Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you. Yeah, so let's get started with Selenium. So question is, what is Selenium? So guys, Selenium is a testing tool. So then you will ask me, what kind of testing tool? Is it unity testing? It is a functional testing? Is it a performance testing? Or is it a security testing? What kind of testing tools you have? So unity testing, no. We have for that JUnit in Java and unit in .NET. So like that. Different languages have a different tools mandate. But Selenium we use for functional testing. Yeah, not for performance. Performance we have a different tools again. Security we have a different tools. But functional testing. Functional testing means to check the functions of web application. Selenium works only with the web applications, not with a non-web. Console-based application will not work. You'll have to use QTP for it. Okay, QTP. Someone might have heard about it. When I was when I was in college, everyone was saying, "Hey, do the QTP course. You will get a good job or something like that." But now I don't hear that tool at all actually nowadays. So QTP, FTP, and all many other tools are there, hundreds of tools. So yeah, Selenium, which will help you to get a functional testing done. So now you will ask me, Rajesh, why you are teaching me testing tool? I want to become a DevOps engineer. So I hope you remember that DevOps engineers should know everything including a testing, because one team is doing almost all the work. So I don't want you to become a pro in Selenium, but at least you should understand how to use Selenium so you can integrate a little bit easier in Jenkins, and CI can be set up easily. If you say someone, I want to set up a CI, and then you say on top of it, I don't know the testing process, then it's very, you know, unlikely you'll be able to do that actually properly. So Selenium is a functional testing tool. So as part of this session, we will understand why we use Selenium, what is Selenium, some of their versions, how to set up, and hands-on. Hands-on means demo. So why we use Selenium? Very simple. Selenium is help you to automate the manual functional testing. Mind it, functional testing. Again, on top of that is open source. It is free. Okay. Selenium works with every operating system. Why? Why it works with every operating system? Because Selenium has been developed using Java, and Java is a platform independent. So yeah, it works with all the operating system. And this is very important statement. Selenium lets you perform test on a web browser. And now they support multiple web browser also, like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and all. And the one of the advantage which we have with the Selenium, if you write a test cases, okay, you have to use some language, right? Test cases has to be written in certain language. So you can use Java also, you can use Python also, you can use .NET also. So multiple language supports are there for the Selenium to write a test cases. So are you understanding, all of you? Hello.
Yeah.
So understand this competition with of Selenium with some other counterpart. So these are the tools: QTP, RFT, test complete, Selenium. Now if you look at this, each parameter Selenium is leading except one, and that is like a coding skills. Yes, agree. In Selenium, you require the coding skills, and if you have that coding skills, it will help you in a greater way. Now, so for that, someone who's using a Selenium for writing a test cases, functional test cases, then he has to learn at least one programming language, at least one. Okay, so that is something. Now, support, you look at the support language support, last one: Java, C++, C Sharp, Ruby, Python, Perl, and PHP. So we understood that Selenium is a open source tool that can automate almost any web browser, and this is for automating the your manual testing process and so on. Okay, so now let's talk about the versions of suites. So here, if you see Selenium, when we talk about, it is coming in form of suites actually. So then you will say, what is there in the suites? So we have a ID, we have a grid, we have a RC, and we have a driver. Primarily focus on ID, grid, and driver. Now we'll say what is exactly this. So first let's look at the how it has been evolved, and then I'll talk about it. So if you see that in a version 1, RC and WebDriver, it was separate. Version 2, they merge it RC and WebDriver. That means we don't need to study RC anymore. So now we need to focus on ID, grid, and WebDriver. So this latest version of Selenium, you have ID, grid, and WebDriver. Are you comfortable, all of you? Hello.
Yeah.
So now next question, you will say, Rajesh, okay, fine. Uh, I understand that Selenium is for the functional testing. It's open source, multiple language support, all the browser supports, wonderful. But what is ID? What is a grid? What is a WebDriver? So guys, ID, I'll just ignore the unnecessary discussion. ID is, let me go to another slides. Hmm. So ID is your ID. So see, ID, people whenever you say ID, people started thinking integrated development environment, something like an editor or something like that, like Visual Studio Editor or Visual Code or Eclipse, something like that. But don't think in that way. Basically, ID is your browser plugins. I'm putting in a very simple manner, okay, not complicating with the official definition. See, in a Firefox we have a extension. I think Chrome we have add-on. Sorry, Firefox you have add-ons. Chrome we have extension, and somewhere we call it plugins also. Are you aware of it, right? All of you? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's ID. That means if you want to install ID, what you need to do, install the plugins, you install the extension, install the add-ons, whatever. You know that I don't need to teach you for that. But you'll ask me, okay, what is the use of it? So guys, use of it is using this plugin, mind it, using this plugin, you can record your web activity. Yes, you can record your web activities. Let's say, are you browsing Facebook? I think nowadays no, but maybe LinkedIn. So if you want to record that what you are doing during the LinkedIn browsing, you can use ID. Same way, if you are having your own website, your own application, so you can browse and that this ID will record that sessions. Okay, everything. You click username and password, enter, recorded. Username and password will be recording also. Then you press left side X button, recorded. You then scroll down, recorded. You go to the other website, recorded. So basically this will record all of your sessions, what you do in the browser. Are you understanding, all of you, what it can do? Hello.
Yeah, Rajesh.
Now we'll say, Rajesh, why it's recording? Simple. It's recording because you can replay multiple times the same recording. So today you have a software, okay? Login, let's say login page validation, one test. It like that you have thousands of tests. So one test, login page validation. So what you did, you log in, put the username and password and submit. Recorded, this session is recorded. Now you can run thousands of time in the loop and to check this username and password it's entered, what you get a response code, 200 or 300 or 400, what exactly? Simple. So basically ID is your browser extension which will help you to record your browsing session, in our case your application, and then you can replay as many times you want it. That's all. Simple. So all of you understood the ID? Hello.
Is it a concept of AI, Rajesh?
What is that?
Is it a concept of AI, artificial
No, no,
intelligence?
no. No, no, no. AI is nowadays we are talking every day about AI after chat GPT. This tool is from there from last 10-15 years actually.
Okay.
It's for testing tool. I, if you have worked in the testing domain, then you will hear all this kind of tools. But because I want DevOps engineers to have all sort of knowledge, so all the testing, many testing tools also have added in this session.
So
Okay.
these
Main,
So now
tests
what?
will be
main used
tests are
for load
integrated
testing.
into the
Huh?
website.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
So this with Selenium ID you create the testing automation, right? And then those are integrated into the like build only, right? If we generate a
I'll
new
show
build.
you that. I'll show you. I'll just start it as a
Okay.
surface of Selenium. There's a few more topics we need to discuss. I'll show you. Okay. So now let's get the demo side. So which browser I'm going to use it? So I'm going to use it browser which is Firefox. Okay. Now Firefox. So what you should do? You should install the plugin. Now I'm not going to tell you how to install it because this is something which you know. Go and search for Selenium ID, enter and install it. So this is the one. Okay. Look at the users. Okay. So that way there's a one more ID. I don't know what exactly this is. And there's so many things others. So just go for this one and click on it, install it. Mine is remove actually because I have already installed it here. You see, installed it. So now this button you see here. Okay. The moment you install and enable the extension, then you get it. So click on it. I just said here you will have to create a project. So close, create new project, open existing project, record a new test in a new project. So it's a self-explanation. I'll create a new project. Now what is a project? So I want to do the testing on this website, rajeshkumar.xyz. So here I'll just name the project name Rajesh Kumar and click OK. Now guys, this part you need to understand, though it's very easy, but first time if you're looking at you feel, oh, what is that, but very simple actually. Okay. So here, look at this here. So here you have all the tests. So you can add up more test. There's one without a title, one test, second test, third test, fourth test, fifth test. So like that, multiple tests will become a suite actually. So each test you have to create it like this. I'll show you that. Now if you see that here recording button is there. If you want to record the browser, uh, pause the browser or all this thing breakpoint and all, you can do that here. Now if you see that run all, run single, you can do that. You can introduce the timer between the two test cases also using the timer. And here if you see save, open, create new project, simple. Now if you see that all the logs will be here, and this part we need to understand command target value. What exactly command target value? So here you have 1 2 3 4. So command means click is a command, hit enter is a command, selecting some text is a command. So like that, whatever you web activity you do, it's a command. Target is like where you do that command, which page, which button, which extension, all this thing, and what is the value for this. This part we call it a Selenium. What do we call it? Selenium. So look at this here, understanding Selenium ID, record, start the recording, generate a Selenium and play. Play means replay. So Selenium is the important thing. So now understand the Selenium. You have action, assessors, assertions. What is this action? So action means anything you do, it's action, like a click is action. But assessors means what? And this concept is not only for Selenium, okay? Any testing tool. If you're going for the SRE, then you need to also understand this. So assessors, what is assessors? So when you did actions on some URL, then that page got loaded. That page will be become assessor for you. That's your output, you can say. Results will be assessor, and they will set their variables in accordingly. Okay. Next one is assertions. So assertion means you want to see, you did click using action, you got some output which is called assessors, and that output is as per your expected expectation or not, that you can validate using assertion. So assertion is like a kind of condition. You can verify some output is there or as per your wish or not. So these are the combination of Selenium you will have it. So look at this command target and values, and you have a Selenium accordingly. Hell lot of actions you have it right now. Just don't want to complicate it, Now assertion is also again three type, in fact four type, but right now in slides we have three type. That's more than sufficient. So here this I am talking about assessors, assertions. Okay, assertion last one. So that is also three type. What is type? So here assert, verify, and wait for. So assert means what happens when one test failed, your entire test cases is aborted when you use assert. But in a verify, what will happen? When the test cases fail, it will continue the other executions. It will not fail. Means let's say 10 test cases you have in the one suite. One got failed, which has a verify. Then second, it will create. Third, it will try to run it. Okay. And wait for means that test cases will wait for some other condition to become a true. Then it will start running the test cases. So remember that your code Selenium which is being generated has actions, assessors, assertions also can be three types, which is assert, verify, and wait for. At a high level, are you understanding all of you? Hello, hello.
Yeah, Rajesh.
So guys, let's get started the demo. Okay, so now this is the rename. I'll just do that. What you want to check? Home page. One test cases manually I'm creating. Okay, so home page. What I will do, so here we have to define the root address. So root address is this one, and here I click on the record. Mind it, I'm starting from scratch. And what is the base URL for this? So this is the base URL, start recording. Now this page got open, and whatever I do on this page, it will be recorded by Selenium. Mind it, is being recorded. Look at this very simple way. Selenium ID is recording. Now what I should do, scroll down, recorded, select, recorded. Everything is being recorded. Whatever you do activity, click here, recorded, click on the experience, recorded. And after that, Once the recording is over, then come back and here you say recording stop. Pause also you can do that, but stop. Now you see that the moment you stop it, Selenium, this is a Selenium, okay? Action I did it, and this is the Selenium got created. Selenium click, click, this is the action, click, click, where exactly I click multiple times, you saw that. So everything got recorded. And now save this project. This is saving with the side, okay? And save it. Done. So like that one test cases I created, and then I'll just close this page. It's because requirement is over and done. So this is the very simple way I did. I didn't do any test. I will add it. Just wait for it and done. Now you can replay this test cases. Look at this here. See here. Done. You can replay one more time. Done. One more time, and look at the log file here. See, all the test cases are passing because I didn't do anything, just access the website, click here few things, and no validation, no assertions I did, and then done. So guys, did you understand that, all of you? Hello?
Yes.
So
So what I
how can we see that the replay, the browser replay here, Rajesh?
no, it was saying, I don't know, maybe it's too fast so you did not see. Look at this. See here. I don't know whether it's visible for
Oh, okay.
you, but
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah. I saw.
I'll play one more time. See, got it?
Yes.
So this is the way you record your sessions. Like that one test cases I created, like that thousands you will create, 100. This is the what testing team will do all the time. So now
Can
what
you
I'll
show,
do, I'll just
can you show how you're recording this, Rajesh, once again?
I'll do that. It's just a one flow. So what I'll do, because assertion is not added, so whether my test is pass or fail, I don't know. Okay, so I have to see. I got two things. We got the actions and assessors. We got it. Assessors is like output. Assertions I did not add it, so I'm going to add it. What I'll do, I'll run one more time. So delete everything, all these actions, this test cases, let it be again fresh one. Everything I deleted. This URL, base URL, you can delete also, but right now because I want to use it, let it be. Okay, one base URL has to be for each test cases. Okay, so again I'm running this base URL, and now I will add assertions also. So guys, what I'm thinking, in this page there is a one text which we have here is over 15 years of extensive experience. This I want to, so when I hit this website, if I get this text, that means test cases is pass. But if I don't get this 15, if I get something else, test cases will be fail. This is a way to validate. I mean, that's one simple scenario I'm saying. I'm not complicating too much. So let me do that. So start recording. Okay, and now, okay, let me close this. This was open page. Let me stop this one. Again, I'm starting it because that was open because of some reason. So let me delete also and save it one more time and replace. Now I'm creating new. So give the path and here start recording. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hover down, which is action recorded. And what I'll do, I want this validation. So select this word and right click, and right click. Do you see the bottom section? There's IDs option open on the recording screen. So
Yes.
here I have so many assert. You have a verify also, wait for also, store also, but I'll do a assert. Now assert, we have so many other option also. Okay, so assert text, title of the page, certain values, return values, present some text, not neck, not text, not present, not many options are there. I'll go for the text, assert a text, and this text which I selected added, and now I'll go here and stop this. Okay, so now look at this here. Open this site, set window size, that one. Click on some, I will hover into the, so that has been taken as a click, and then assert a text. What? This one. So now because this is a real entry you have over there. So now I'll just save it and then run this. And here you see, look at this here, bottom section in the here. This text is passed. Okay, okay, okay. All the test case was passed. Let me clear this guy. And here let me run one more time and see here all the test case passed. But now this is the old data. I'm not updated my profile, but this
So,
should not be there. Yeah, tell
so
me.
Rajesh, if you change it in the value to say 16
Yes,
years
yes.
or 10 years,
Coming,
then
coming,
it will
coming,
fail,
coming.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, coming. But my expectation was, let's say this is the old bug, old software, it was coming 15, but in reality, you should be having 18. So what should I do? I'm expecting 18, but it is 15. So my expectation should be, go to the assert text, here you change this 18. And then again save it just for the formality, just to show you that every time you should do all the stuff. And then I'll clear this one, and this time again running these test cases. And you see here, look at this, read it, it's failed, assert text dab dab dab, and it's a failed. And here you have a region, hey, actual value is 15, but you are saying 18. So this is failed test cases, and one of the test cases got failed. So now developers will be reported with that, and he has to fix it 18. Got it?
What will have if we have another place where you have 18, the same sentence? Will it get confused and stop?
That is called complexity of your work. So you have to look at the element ID for this and then do that. So right now, because I recorded automatically, everything got recorded in assessor. So this is the element ID. So
Okay.
if you have that text somewhere else also, but element ID will not match. Okay, so like that. Elements, you have to understand a little bit of HTML also in that case.
Okay.
So guys, did you understand that how do we use the IDE? All of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now you'll say, Rajesh, you started saying me uh, in a DevOps, everything we have to write a code, but you are teaching me manual stuff. That means someone has to create all these test cases one by one. Let me stop this. This is stop only here. So one by one, all these test cases, and then run it through the browser. That's a manual process. And I don't have the patience for doing that. In fact, project don't want this kind of manual stuff. What do we do? So guys, I taught you ID not because of you should automate all this thing. I taught you ID so you can get started your work. So real coding we'll have to do in the WebDriver. So what is WebDriver now? So basically, let me not go through the slides because too much of feed, I don't want to send it to your mind because you may get lost in the flow. So WebDriver is nothing but the solving the problem of manual task, the one which I show. This, though this is automated and it's recorded, but this is still manual at a certain extent. So we want to code it. So whatever I did, open this website, set Windows size, click here and assert, you should write a code. Yes, you should write a code. Now you'll say which language. So I talk about it. You can write this code in Java. Click, click on this website and response codes. Remember, click action, assertion, action, assessors, action, assertion. Action means what you do on the website. Then you store that everything in assessors and validate using assertion. Please remember, it's not a only Selenium topics. Going further, you will be using these terminologies a lot. So what to do? So you have to write a code. Whatever I did on the IDE, this one, let me close this. Whatever I did on ID, you have to write a code. What language? I think 6-7 options are available, whichever language. One of the language I'm teaching you is Python. You can use that Python also. Okay, so you need to write a language, and then after that, what you need to do, this code you have to send to Selenium. Now, this Selenium is basically a client. Okay, client, Selenium client. So this Selenium is a client. So here I use the ID, so you don't have to use the any jar file, but this jar file you have to use it, package. And then this Selenium will send that code to what is the keyword? WebDriver, 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 WebDriver. So now you'll say Rajesh, and this all is in one machine only, okay? WebDriver. So now the question you will ask again to me is, what is WebDriver then? So guys, WebDriver is nothing but executable. Okay, what is this? WebDriver is executable. Now this WebDriver can convert. Understand this. This is the Java code. Let's say you have written, and this Java code you send to Selenium. Selenium will send this code to the WebDriver, and WebDriver understand this code and talk to this WebDriver for Chrome. This is the browser. This is the Firefox, and this is a WebDriver for Firefox. This is the WebDriver for Edge. So this can talk to, and now this code, whatever you write in human language, it will be converted into the Chrome thing, and Chrome will run that whatever the instruction in the code, and they'll give you output results, results. And in this whole architecture, this executable, we call it a WebDriver. Are you understanding, all of you? Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah, Rajesh.
How this code will be, Rajesh? Because you.
I'll come back. I'll come back.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
understand the flow. You will write a
Sure.
code. Don't get scared with the code the moment I say, because even I used to get scared, but I have told my mind 12 years before, if you get scared, you will not be able to practice the software industry. So like that. So code, then Selenium. This is the client libraries. I'll show you how to install an executable, and then this will send to the browser in the same. This all happen in the same machine, okay? And then this browser will run Chrome, Firefox, and this one, what it says, Edge, and it will give you the test pass, fail, or what exactly response. So this is the flow. So now the next question you will ask me, okay, so this code, how do we get it? How do we write? How do we install this one? How do we get this one? Because all these ingredients you should be having it, right? So that is where, guys, ID will help you. So this is the ID. I mean, this ID, you have one test cases. What you can do, right click on this, and there is one export option. Only one test cases I'm having right now. So export option, and you see this ID, they can generate a code for you in C# with NUnit, C# with XUnit, Java with JUnit, JavaScript with Mocha, Python with PyTest, and Ruby with RSpecs. This is the second one: NUnit, XUnit, JUnit, Mocha, PyTest, RSpec. These are the unit test casing. Okay, so you can decide. First one is language. So right now we will do in the Java. So export. Where you want to store it? This is .java. And now you see that, guys, power of tool. Where is that? I lost it. Home page, no? I'll do it one more time. Oh, it's a download. Let me get it on the home page. Where is it? I see. Guys, you have not written even one line of code, and here you have this code ready. This Selenium is importing all the libraries, so it can run fluently. And look at the logic here. This is a very simple code, one simple class, and these are some of the class where you're calling the driver. Okay, look at this here. Just only understand this driver, which is Firefox driver dot get. That means this line will open our website, and this line will do this resizing, and this line will check that, click over that whatever I did it, and assert that what this should be the content. See, same thing what you did in ID you have in code right now, Java code. Same thing with you can do with the Python code also. Are you understanding? Are you understanding?
Yeah, Raj.
Simple. So now you got a code. Just again. Okay. So this is something we have it. So you saw that. So now you got this ingredients, you got it, first one ready. So now I need to download the Selenium client libraries. So let me download. So here if you go download Selenium library, this is the here, and this is your client libraries. So different languages, different libraries: C Sharp, Ruby, Java, Python, JavaScript. So this is the library 4.9. I think it's changing a lot. 21st April. So this library you have to download. So why I have done it already, let me show you. Go to the C drive, tools, Selenium, and guys, this is the library. Okay, now this locations you have to set in the path also. So this is the library, I got it. I'll show you the manual way, you'll understand that better way. So this is the library and extracted it, and everything you have in place. Got it, all of you? The second utility also you got it. Now this is the web driver. How do we get it? So Firefox WebDriver is different, Chrome is different, Edge is different. How do I do that? So just go to the Google and search for Selenium. I don't want to hard code the website, just I want to teach you approach. It will be easier for you. And then download. And here you get this different website might come, okay? So don't stick to the here. So here you see this was a client not needed. And here we have a WebDriver for C Sharp. And here this page is not there, so I'll go for here. This is the page, it will be in a recording. Okay, so this is the place you will get for the Chrome WebDriver. Okay, forgot, my bad, I forgot to add which one I want to download. So guys, Chrome, this is the one. Okay, mind it. Sorry, Firefox, this is the Firefox. This is the different URL altogether. Okay, so here you can download this driver, link is there. And let me show you, at least you'll get some idea. GitHub, and this is the go down. Here it is. This is the latest version. Okay, so this is for Linux, this is for Windows. This one you should go for in Windows. So this is a zip file, this is a driver. I downloaded already, let me show you. Downloaded and extracted at the same place. Here is that. This is the Firefox, this is the one. So this file, when you extract it, you get this file only. Now for the Chrome, you should search in Google CHROME, Chrome. And here, this is a different website. So mind it. Edge will be different website. So here, these are the driver for downloading. So let me show you that what I did it. Chrome, this is the one. So guys, this also you got it. Are you comfortable, all of you? Hello?
How these are all linking, Rajesh? The code and the
I'll
WebDriver.
tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got this. What was that code? One code right now. It can be thousands of code using Maven. You can run it. Selenium client library. I got it, and this one executable. I got it, which is a WebDriver. Now Firefox I have in my machine already. Chrome also have it. I'm showing the demo using Firefox. So Firefox is already there. You can see that me browsing also. Now the question is, how do we run it? So I'll teach you that part. So let me show you the manual way. uh, Automation can be done through Maven also. So here, where is my code? So guys, this is the one code. This is the one code I want you to read it. Example 1.java, and look at this, all the required library. And here, look at this here. My driver, this is the path. This code I'll share with you. Don't worry about that. I mean, learning, this is a good first starting. After that, again, if you want to find interest, you can do that. So this is the property file, I mean variable, and this here the value. Now this path is a real one. Okay, so if you see that, okay, so if you copy paste directly, it will not come, because that in when you specify the Windows path, you added one special escaping character. So C tools Selenium, that's my path, and WebDriver I showed you already, and then Firefox. This is the one. See here. So this path is done, and here you, instead of hard coding the path earlier, which I was showing you the code, here it was hard coding everything. But here what we did, just set the variable. So base URL, what is your expected title? So title, just again, let me validate. I forgot that. What was that? So go to the source and title. See, so this is the real title. Look at this here. Top, this one. Now here, this is the title, expected title. It's not matching, right? An actual title is just an empty variable, no value. Now here, what we are doing, driver.get base URL. Look at this matching with it. Driver.get base URL. So here, driver.get base URL, which is this one. Okay, this is a different website altogether. Okay, let me show you the different website. So here and here, now source, and what is the title here? So guys, title is here, this one, home, and this space, and then this one. So expected title, which I'm expecting Rajesh Kumar, but actual title is, you will get it from this driver, which is a Firefox dot get a title. So like that, you have to learn multiple functions: get a text, get title, get heading, this, that, and all kind of things. These are the functions actually in this each driver. Now here, what we are doing, see here, you got the expected title, mind it, and here you got actual title. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Now here, what we are doing, conditioning, if actual title is equal to expected title, then test is passed, else if it is not, test is failed. Simple logic, simple code, nothing else. Just one test cases on the title. Okay, so now the question is, how do we run it? So this code you have to compile first. In Java we have a compile language, right? So how do we do that? So let me open up my commands, and here look at this. Someone said, right, how do we connect all this thing? So here you look at this, Java compile this code. CP means class path. Use the Selenium, this is the path, and this is another path, and here this is the code which I was showing you, example.java. So this code will convert the example.java, because compile language you have to convert to binary to run it. So this code will convert into the binaries, and after that this code will run this code. And this code what we have, I have explained it to you already. So this is at the manual small level, but you'll say, Rajesh, I want to do the mass level. You have a maven already. Make sense, all of you? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Raj.
So let me run this, and this will create a binary file. Look at this, there's one binary file. This is your binary file you should run in Java, and then this command will run. So remember that this command, when I'm running, it should open up a Firefox browser, open up DevOps trainer.in. Let me see that. So open up DevOps trainer.in and get the title, compare the title, and then tell me whether it's a test is pass or failed. Enter. It will be slow a little bit. Just wait for it. So wait for the browser to open. See, browser is opening. I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's open. DevOps trainer.in. Get a title, and then they will compare in the code, and then pass and fail. You can see that. Done. One test cases I run, and done. So can we
So,
check that whether pass, fail, or not? So let's look at that. Little bit of comfortable you have to be there. And here,
Rajesh,
huh,
there is some error, failed to load classes. Can we ignore
this
those?
is a run. This is a runtime error. That's, you can ignore it. I'm looking for the pass failed. Just a second, hold on. See here. You'll get a habit of it. These failures is a socket failure in Windows. We have some configuration for that. So see, the test failed. Why? Because you were expecting Rajesh Kumar, but actual was this one. So can I now set this same one and see if test is passed or not? So I'm expecting this one, actual, it's the same one. So I have to do the same thing. I have to compile the code one more time. There's a manual process of compilation, and I'm running this code. Oops, sorry, I compile one more time, and then it's not coming. Enter. Now this time it will pass. It should pass because both are same. So browser is opening. And let me check this. This ignore, once you get a habit of it, you will understand that this is just to ignore. This all are warning, but it's showing in the error format actually. So go up, and you see here very carefully. Understood now? Hello?
Yes.
Done. So guys, this is the way you can write hell lot of code. Okay, so you see that you write a code, you have a Selenium libraries, you have a driver, then you browser, and then pass fail, pass fail, pass fail, pass fail, pass fail, and one by one it will run in the your machine. So guys, this is a WebDriver. Now there is a one more terminology which I said, and that is called grid. This third terminology, which is grid. Sometimes we call it a server also. So what is a server? So server means, you know what happens, understand in a simple way. Okay, so here you have one code, just now you run it. So it is taking, let's say, with the one browser, let's say Firefox browser, and it's taking 1 minute. And same code you want to try with the Chrome browser, taking 1 minute. And same code you try with the next time browser you change, what is this, Edge, and taking 1 minute. So here these three you can run parallelly. So overall, if you see that for one test cases, if you want to use a multi-browser, then it will take 1 minute for one test cases. So simple calculation, if you run in the same machine all these three browser and thousands of test cases, in real we have thousands of test cases. So thousands of test cases means thousands of minutes. Correct now? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh.
So simple. So now 1000 minutes means calculate how many hours. 1000 is to 16, huh? 16 hours, guys. And what you promised to your team, you will do the CI. CI means automated build, automated testing, and immediate feedback. That means my code is committed 10 o'clock. I think you should be giving the feedback after the testing at 10:30, 10:15. How can you give it? How can we deal with it? Because here is taking 16 hours for just running the functional test cases. What to do now? So guys, that is where what we have is grid. We call it server also. So what happens, I'll tell you the pictures because slides will be a little confusing for you, but this will be easier. What happens, we have, understand that very simple, okay? We have one machine, okay? And that machine, we set up a grid. There is one grid. This is the grid. Why it's not coming? Let's create a, this is a grid, okay? And no, grid is this one better. Ah, wonderful. Yeah, so this is the grid. What happens in the grid? This is a grid server. I'll just write it, Selenium server. Selenium server. Spelling mistake. So here you have a grid, and here you have a thousands of code, thousands of test code. Okay. So here what I was doing, let me show you here. Mind it. Here I was sending this code to the local WebDriver, correct now? Local WebDriver, which was running the same machine. This line 11 and 12, it was sending to the same machine. What I will do, I will send this code not to the local WebDriver, I will send this code to the grid. To the grid. Conceptually, what changes you have to do? You have to give the grid address. Let me show you. Example. This code is just for example. I'm sending to the grid. Certain address is there for the grid. Look at this here. I'm sending to the, this is a server, okay, server grid running in the same machine. 444 is the port number. So I'm sending to the grid. Now grid, what they do, they have multiple servers. We call it a node 1, Windows, Linux, and in that we have a driver. Same picture, but web driver, which I discussed last session. So this is the Chrome driver, this is the Firefox driver, this is the Edge driver. Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver, Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver. And what we do, this grid manage all this node, and remotely they send to this at certain port number, and this and this, and this will run parallelly. So I have a 3 machine right now in this picture. So this thousands of test cases run in this machine, and this machine will, this driver will call the browser. Okay, browser, 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 parallel, multiple machines it will run, and this will minimize your waiting time. This will minimize your waiting time. So here if you have, let's say, 1000 test cases, each one is taking 1 minute. So how many machines I need to give you the feedback in, let's say, 1 hour? 1 hour, that means right now it's taking 16 hours. So that means I have to add a machine. That way you can calculate mathematics and stuff like that. So just divide actually 1000 is to 16, so 62. So if you have a 62 machine, I mean, I don't know whether I'm calculating right or no, 62 machines, then you will have a 1 hour or something. Understood, all of you? Hello? No, it's wrong
So
calculation. You have to check.
this is like it will directly create the machines, run the test, and then destroy the machine, right?
No, that is a different automation. You manually, I'm talking about. You have to have these
Okay.
machines ready. Okay, so manually. So this server manages the all these machines. Okay, so this you create a VM, create a VM, and then register at server. This can be automated also, but first you know manual, then only you can automate. Okay, so now the question is, how do we set up a server and how do we set up a node? So this instruction, I'll just at a high level I'm talking about. How do we do that? So let me here. So guys, this command, you download this jar file, okay, from the website, and this command you run, it will create a server. Okay, so this command will create a server. See here, this command will create a server. You have to specify hub. Now how do you create a node? So you run the same jar file but run in the node mode. Where is been there? So let me see that here. Okay, so this command, you create a node, and after that creating a server. And look at this here, this address is the node address, I mean server address, and you're creating a node. And after that, how do we send this address to the server, this place? So code I have shown you here. Okay, so that way, again, I'm not showing the demo, we'll get lost, but yeah, this is something. So now guys, you understood this Selenium, which consists of ID, WebDriver, and server, and basically primarily is used for the functional testing. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
So mainly the Selenium server to set up uh, server and a node clustered environment, right,
Yeah,
Rajesh?
clustered environment, yes. If you
Oh,
want to do mass testing, let's say 20,000 test cases you have. So immediately in that case, you need a server, Selenium Grid,
okay.
because Selenium Grid will send the test cases to parallel to multiple machine and consolidate the test cases results and give you the report saying that, okay, out of 1,000, 500 got failed, 500 got passed, like this.
Is it only web-based browser
Web based,
testing?
yeah. Yes.
We
Web
can't do it
based.
like with AutoSys, Linux servers, those things.
No. Different tools are there. Check out that different tools maybe for your requirements. This is a web-based application, functional testing only
Okay,
functional testing.
okay.
So Rajesh, actually, this looks like this require a lot of Java or Python coding skills. How can they expect everything from the DevOps engineer? This tool
No,
itself
don't
to
worry.
learn to
See,
expert in
I,
this tool, it takes
no.
so many months or years.
No. Don't get scared. When I say DevOps team, you are not the alone over there. You will have a teams actually. Someone will be from the testing expertise, someone is from the programming expertise, someone is from the ops. So you can divide this work. I'm not saying you have to do that, but you should know. If they say, hey, I'm using Selenium, okay, we have ID, we have a WebDriver, we have a server, we have to integrate all this thing with the Jenkins. So you should not be blank saying that, hey, I have never worked in the testing, how can I perform those tasks? You should say, yes, I have limited knowledge, architecture knowledge, I know how it works and all, and I can help you to integrate with the Jenkins because I know Jenkins, you know Selenium, let's work together and then fix this problem, fix this CI.
Okay, if that is the case, as a DevOps engineer, I don't need to. I need to know all the tools. I don't need to be expert in. Either I need to be
Correct.
expert in
Yes.
Terraform or
Oh, no.
Kubernetes.
You have to wait. If you don't be expert in any of this tool, then how you'll work? Terraform you have to be expert, Kubernetes you have to expert. Okay, so then in that case you are leaving every tools actually. So testing tools, I can say you may not use it very widely, but use for integration. Programming tools like Java or Python, you may not do it, but you have to integrate with the Jenkins and CI. So don't give your this statement to your mind saying that, hey, I don't need to learn anything in expert level, because there's many tools you have to learn in a very expert level. For example, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, shell scripting. These are the things you have to learn actually. AWS. Got it?
Yeah.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.